Hey guys, welcome back to some Patreon exclusive content. I've got a message from one of our Patreon community here, and it's about why women don't speak negatively about other women. I'm going to go ahead and read his message. Women are angels in each other's eyes. Women can't seem to grasp the idea that they can behave badly, especially in a relationship with men. If a relationship went bad, then it was by default the man's fault. This is not just a woman solidarity thing, it's almost tribal, in brackets evolutionary psychology, so women have a blind spot to accepting that other women can be horrible bitches. Consequently, a man should never unwittingly speak badly of any woman when talking to another woman. Even if the antagonist is clearly the woman in the story he is telling, a man cannot do this. It causes him to lose points with the woman he is telling the story to. So there's two parts to this email in question. Why is it that women have a reluctance to admit that other women are potentially the bad guys in some situations? And should you speak about women in a negative way in front of another woman? So to the first point, it is absolutely a female solidarity thing, but I take his point that this goes deeper than just some kind of social construct. It is an evolutionary instinct. When things went badly with a man back in tribal days, either he was violent, abusive, he ran away and left, he slept with another woman and stopped giving his resources to that woman and their children, it was the women in the tribe who would often pick up the slack, help protect that woman, raise her children along with her. Female solidarity is an instinct, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't socially constructed in the first instance. This is just how evolution works. We get instincts inside our brains and in our cellular biology that reinforce certain behaviors that time and time again have proved to be beneficial. So you can see that there are situations where we'll have instincts that run counter to truth, fact, demonstrable reality, because on the whole, it's more beneficial to ourselves to ignore that and just act as though something is true. It's like Brett Weinstein says, act as though every single gun is loaded, even if it's not, because even though that's not in truth with reality, if you act as though that's true, it's going to be more beneficial in the long run because you're going to be more careful with guns. So if women always act as though it's the man's fault why a relationship breaks up, then they're more likely to support each other, and on the whole, that has proved to be, at least from a utilitarian perspective, better for a larger number of women than holding women individually to account and trying to find what the individual circumstances were and what bad part she may have played in the relationship breaking up. So yes, it's absolutely true. I have noticed this as well, that women are extremely reluctant to admit that the woman may herself have had any role in why a relationship breaks up. They'll tend to just look at what the man did wrong. And it's bizarre that everybody seems to be complicit in this. Like, somebody can speak about, yeah, the relationship didn't work because he was abusive, he was neglectful, he was, whatever it may be. Obviously, if a relationship doesn't work, obviously there were two people to blame in some different proportion. Sometimes it's more one person than the other, but everybody has some shared responsibility for why a relationship doesn't work out, except in very, very few rare exceptional cases. But people are happy to go along with this because they hope that at some point, if they're ever in the same situation, people are blindly going to come to their rescue as well and just take their side. And so women have a vested interest in believing other women because they themselves hope to be believed one day. And we have, they have in their biology that instinct that's going to cause them to have solidarity with other women. As to his second question, should you never speak badly about women in front of other women? I really, really disagree here, but I understand where he's coming from. He's nervous because women are so keen to just take the sides of other women. If you start telling a story where a woman is not the innocent victim, the damsel in distress, if she's the bad guy, then what's to stop then her from just having a negative opinion of you? Like, oh, look, I don't see things this way, and now you're on the outs. The thing is that I can use this as a test. If you speak to a woman and you start to say negative things about women or a particular woman, it's a test to see how strong she is in her individual mind. Can she overcome those evolutionary instincts? Because even though that is your natural impulse, that's what your biology is dictating you to do as a woman, to just side with women no matter what, It is the hallmark and the sign of a high quality woman if she's able to overcome that, if she's able to move past her biology and actually think about this rationally and listen to what you have to say. So I say risk it, because what's the worst that happens? Either you tell the story factually based on reality and you show the woman in your story was the bad guy, and this woman is a high quality woman, so she's able to hear and see that and take it at face value. Or you tell the story as it happened and she gets all upset with you. Oh, you shouldn't say negative things about women. Well, then you can just say, at least in your mind, thank you for showing me who you truly are. You're not somebody who I'm interested in, someone who's just going to be so deep in their biological tribalism that they're going to take women's sides no matter what. I'm interested in a relationship with a woman who's a little bit more rational and a little bit more intelligent than that. So I don't think that you really have anything to lose. You don't want to be one of these guys that's just appeasing women, always agreeing with them, going along with this delusion that they're all perfect angels and never could be blamed for anything, especially not a relationship breaking up. You want to be grounded solidly in facts and reality, and you want to find a woman who's also grounded in facts and reality, because I'm not convinced that a healthy, functioning relationship can take place in any other context other than individuals who are committed steadfastly to the truth. That's my answer. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you guys so much for your continuing support on Patreon.